Imagine a whisper from the deep, a ghost from an age long past, rising from the crushing darkness of the ocean floor, or emerging from the silent embrace of ancient earth. Some secrets remain buried for millennia, then suddenly, they're before our eyes, tangible proof of lives lived and journeys made. But not all these revelations come with clear answers. Sometimes, the past throws us a curveball, a discovery so profound, so utterly baffling, that it leaves the sharpest minds scratching their heads. Today, we're diving into the heart of humanity's maritime history, venturing into the incredible stories of 5 ancient ships that have been unearthed. Ships that stand as monumental puzzles. They represent not just wood and metal, but glimpses into forgotten technologies, lost knowledge, and civilizations whose sophistication we are still struggling to grasp. These aren't just old boats. They are time capsules, holding mysteries that continue to defy our understanding, challenging everything we thought we knew about the ancient world. Each one is a testament to human ingenuity, a silent question mark daring us to find the answers. Our journey begins, perhaps fittingly, in the azure waters of Greece, near the island of Antikythera. Here, over a century ago, sponge divers stumbled upon a Roman shipwreck that would rewrite the history of technology. The ship, which sank sometime around 70 to 60 BC, was a treasure trove of artifacts. Marble statues, bronze figures, exquisite pottery, and coins. It was a merchant vessel, undoubtedly ferrying wealth across the Mediterranean. But nestled among these expected ancient riches was something utterly extraordinary, something that defied the very concept of Roman-era engineering. It was a corroded, complex gear mechanism initially dismissed as a rock, then as part of an astrolabe. Further study, however, revealed it to be far more than anyone could have imagined. The Antikythera mechanism, this intricate device, made of dozens of intermeshing bronze gears, was an astronomical calculator of breathtaking precision. It could predict eclipses, track planetary movements, and even calculate the dates of Olympic Games. The level of engineering required to create such a device was astounding, rivaling that of 18th century clockwork. Scientists were, and still are, baffled. How could such a sophisticated analog computer exist over 2,000 years ago? This wasn't a simple tool. It was a complex machine, a testament to a scientific and technological prowess that historians believed didn't emerge until well over a millennium later. Its existence implies a vast body of lost knowledge, a forgotten golden age of ancient Greek mechanics that has otherwise vanished from the historical record. The ship itself, a typical Roman merchantman, offered no clues as to how this device came to be on board. Was it a unique prototype, the only one of its kind, or were there many more such mechanisms, lost to time and the sea? The Antikythera mechanism stands as a haunting question mark, forcing us to reconsider the entire timeline of human invention and the true capabilities of our ancient ancestors. It makes us wonder what other wonders lie buried, waiting to challenge our preconceived notions of history. Moving east to the Turkish coast, we find another colossal mystery, one that paints a vivid picture of a truly globalized Bronze Age economy. The Uluburun shipwreck, discovered off the coast near Kaş, Turkey, is often described as one of the most significant archaeological finds of all time. This ship, dating back to the late 14th century BC, sank with a cargo so rich and diverse, it's hard to fathom. Imagine Imagine a vessel carrying wealth from at least 11 different cultures. Copper ingots from Cyprus, tin from Afghanistan, glass ingots from Egypt or Syria, hippopotamus teeth, and elephant tusks from Africa. Pottery from Mycenaean Greece, Canaanite jars filled with resins and olive oil, and even amber beads from the Baltic region. It was a floating international market, a testament to trade routes spanning continents and civilizations. The sheer volume of goods is staggering. 10 tons of copper and 1 ton of tin alone, enough to produce an entire army's worth of bronze weaponry. But it's not just the quantity that mystifies scientists, it's the origin and the exact itinerary of the ship. While we know what was on board and where some of it came from, piecing together the precise journey, the purpose of each item, and the identities of the people involved is a monumental task. Was it a royal gift shipment? A private merchant venture? Was the ship owned by Canaanites, Mycenaeans, or perhaps even Egyptians? The ship's construction, a carvel hull built first, then planks added, is typical of Levantine vessels. Yet, the crew's personal effects included Egyptian scarabs, Canaanite jewelry, and Mycenaean weapons, suggesting a truly multinational crew or a deeply interconnected world where identities blurred. Researchers are still painstakingly analyzing every shard, every ingot, every piece of organic material to map out the full story of this ancient superfreighter and the intricate web of Bronze Age international relations it represents. It challenges our modern perception of ancient societies as isolated, revealing instead a vibrant, interconnected world that existed long before our era. From the opulent trade routes of the Bronze Age, we shift our focus to the tumultuous waters of ancient warfare, specifically to the First Punic War between Rome and Carthage. Off the coast of Marsala, Sicily, lies a remarkable discovery: the Marsala Punic ship. Dating to around 241 BC, this vessel offers an unprecedented glimpse into Carthaginian naval technology, a civilization whose seafaring prowess was legendary, but whose archaeological remains are notoriously scarce. What makes this ship so extraordinary is its state of preservation and the insights it offers into its construction and purpose. This was a warship designed for speed and maneuverability, not for cargo. The ship's construction itself reveals a level of sophistication that continually impresses naval architects. It utilized mortise and tenon joinery, a technique where planks were fitted together with precise interlocking joints held by wooden pegs, creating an incredibly strong and watertight hull. But even more fascinating were the advanced lead sheathing techniques employed on the hull. Lead sheaths were painstakingly applied to the ship's underside, a practice not merely for protection against marine borers, but likely to reduce water absorption, increase speed, and perhaps even offer a subtle advantage in battle by making the hull smoother. This wasn't just practical shipbuilding. It was naval engineering at its finest, showing a deep understanding of hydrodynamics and material science that was far beyond what many had assumed for the period. Scientists are still studying its unique design features, trying to fully understand how these construction methods translated into battle functionality. How did these innovations contribute to its speed, its ramming capabilities, or its stability in combat? The Marsala Punic ship is a tangible echo of a clash of titans, and its sophisticated design continues to pose questions about the lost knowledge of Carthaginian shipwrights, whose secrets were largely obliterated by their Roman conquerors. Now, we transport ourselves to the arid sands of ancient Egypt, to the shadow of one of the world's most iconic structures, the Great Pyramid of Giza. Here, in 1954, a monumental discovery was made that continues to puzzle archaeologists. The Khufu ship. This isn't a shipwreck in the traditional sense, but a meticulously dismantled vessel buried in a sealed pit next to the pyramid of Pharaoh Khufu. Dating back to around 2500 BC, it is one of the oldest, largest, and best preserved ancient vessels ever found. Made almost entirely of cedar planks, some over 20 meters long, it stretches an astonishing 43 meters, 141 feet in length. The most baffling aspect of the Khufu ship is its purpose. Was it a funerary vessel intended to transport the pharaoh's body in his earthly funeral procession? Or was it a solar barge meant to carry the pharaoh's soul across the heavens with the sun god Ra in the afterlife? The fact that it was painstakingly disassembled into 1,224 pieces, then meticulously reassembled over a decade by conservators, hints at immense ritualistic significance. The construction itself is also a marvel of ancient carpentry. The massive cedar planks were joined not with nails or pegs, but by an intricate system of ropes and lashings threaded through mortises carved into the wood. This flexible construction allowed the ship to flex and adapt to the stresses of the water, a technique unique to ancient Egyptian shipbuilding. The Egyptians had no tradition of ocean-going vessels, yet this ship was clearly designed for open water. Did it ever sail? Or was it purely symbolic? The exact purpose and the mechanics of its construction, which are unlike almost any other known vessel, remain subjects of intense debate and ongoing analysis. It stands as a silent sentinel, a magnificent relic offering more questions than answers about the beliefs and technical capabilities of the civilization that built the pyramids. Finally, we journey to the damp, peat-filled landscapes of Iron Age Denmark, a place known for preserving human remains in remarkably intact conditions. But it wasn't just people that bogs preserved. Sometimes they held onto other secrets. Near the site where the famous Grøbal man was found, fragments of a ship were discovered, intertwined with the very fabric of the bog itself. This is the Grøbal ship, or what remains of it. Dating to around 100–300 CE, these wooden planks suggest a sizable vessel, not merely a small canoe, but something substantial. The truly perplexing aspect of the Grøbal ship is not its construction, but its condition and placement. It wasn't found as a sunken wreck in water, nor as a burial vessel like the Khufu ship. Instead, it was discovered in fragments, deliberately dismantled and buried within the bog. Why would an ancient community go to such lengths to break apart a valuable asset like a ship and then inter its pieces in a waterlogged, inhospitable environment? Was it an offering to the gods, a sacrifice of a vital tool to appease powerful forces? Was it a ritualistic act meant to mark the end of an era or a significant event? The intentional destruction and burial of such a complex artifact points to deeply ingrained customs and beliefs that are almost impossible for modern researchers to fully grasp. Archaeologists are still investigating the circumstances of its dismantling and trying to understand the reasons behind its peculiar burial. The Grøbal ship, in its fragmented state, offers a stark reminder that some ancient mysteries aren't about what was built or how it sailed, but about the profound, sometimes unsettling, rituals and worldviews of those who lived long before us. It's a silent, broken testament to an ancient story we can only piece together, leaving us to wonder about the hidden meanings behind its destruction. These 5 ancient ships, each remarkable in its own right, stand as powerful reminders of humanity's enduring ingenuity and our relentless drive to explore. Yet, they also highlight the vast gaps in our understanding of the past. From the technological marvel of the Antikythera mechanism to the globalized trade of the Uluburun, the advanced warfare of the Marsala Punic ship, the symbolic grandeur of the Khufu ship, and the ritualistic mystery of the Grøbal ship, each vessel presents a unique riddle. They force us to question our assumptions, to dig deeper, and to acknowledge that the echoes of ancient civilizations still hold secrets that continue to defy our modern scientific explanations. The more we discover, the more we realize how much we still don't know about the incredible people who navigated these ancient waters. If you're fascinated by history's greatest unsolved puzzles, make sure to check out our next video on the screen right now.